Give me a second, folks. I am still in the process of getting other social media stuffs updated. Woo! Yay! It's been a day. It has been a day. So I'll go ahead and tell you how my day's been. So Cyberpunk 2077 came in the mail with a big scratch on the installation disk. So I had to go to GameStop, return it. Thankfully, I had the warranty, so I got a new installation disk. Also, when I was having issues with my everything, and my parents, correction, my dad, power cycled the entire house. My 2 terabyte hard drive. Yeah, it fried. So, yeah, no. I had to buy a replacement for that, too, while I was in town. So yeah, that's why I'm streaming so late. I'm sorry that I might be taking anyone away from Critical Role, but I promised I'd stream today. So I have priorities. I do. My priorities are making quality gaming content, or unquality, depending on who you ask. So I am not as full of it as I act, by the way. I actually really really want to make sure I have this done right. So I am making sure that I am connected to everything. Gah. Oh, come on, Gus. Really? Really now? Okay. Rotate camera. Take a picture. Okay. Add location. Tag people. Tag me. Okay. I'm live on Twitch, playing hashtag Persona 5 Royale as a hashtag VTuber. Yay, I can officially say that I'm a VTuber now, because I have the capture card. Come hang out. Add this post to my story. My stories. Add to Facebook story. Followed immediately by... da, 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 da. Give me a moment. Social media stuff is not my strong suits. Going into my business page, because I have a separate Facebook for my gaming and music. And share. Right post. Post. Then, I'm going to go ahead and go into Twitter. Twitter. The tweet machine. Hello, the one viewer. I am still getting social media stuff taken care of. Now I have to re-log into Twitter because I changed my password today because I had to sign in for Streamlabs. Oops. So how are you? How's everyone doing? And who is watching, might I ask? I'm genuinely curious. I will also point out I do have a few technical glitches I still have to work out on my end. For some reason, Twitter isn't letting me sign back in. Come on. Gonna go ahead and power cycle my phone, see if that fixes it. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and get started. There will be a delay because I have to allow the stream to buffer. There will also be a little bit of lag between the things I say and the things that happen because I'm using the audio from my computer. Hoping that synced. You know, what I really like about this song, I think I've said this before, is it really captures the change in theming from the original Persona 5 and the new version. Like, for one, the characters are all almost fully colorized the entire way through. But also, it does enough to foreshadow what's going on with Kasumi without actually saying it. Like, I have my theories, and I think I might have had it spoiled for me at one point, but I don't remember exactly. I know Akechi was supposed to be the equivalent of a law hero, but we didn't have a chaos hero. So they wanted to add one to try to, like, tie it back in, since they are working on Shin Megami Tensei 5. There always has to be both chaos and law, in addition to your player, which can choose either side or be neutral. I think that's sort of what's going on with Kasumi, but I don't remember exactly what little bit I had spoiled. While I'm still working on this, let's go ahead and go into the Thieves' Den, shall we? I want to see if I've gotten anything new, because I did defeat a palace boss. Yay! New items! New awards! Okay. Place and remove items. Let's go ahead and decor. I'm not gonna deal with decor. Looks like that's all I got? Oh wait, no. New items, buy items. Buy items. Let's go ahead and buy the giant slot machine. No. Okay. New enemy, I have to buy Nijima in ruler form. Do not place. Buy LeBlanc Cafe. Go ahead and undo those, even though I'm not going to place them. I know, my lounge is so bland. Let's go ahead and... Twitter's still not loading. God damn it. Twitter. Okay. Let's look at what we've unlocked in the movies thing. Like, normally, I would have issues with it not letting me stream it, but now, I can stream it. I completed the Nijima arc. Yay! Bye. 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 Just let me... Okay, Twitter allowed me to sign in again. Yay! I am so happy. Let's go ahead and... We bought everything from that arc. I have not bought any of the other stuffs from these different arcs, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this while I have enough Persona coins. Oh! Wait, no, okay. We'll use this area to recap my journey so far here in a bit, because I actually really want to do a recap, but... No, no, no. Skip. Back. I am trying to buy, not... Okay. The Kaneshiro arc.
Have you decided to tread the path of strife?
There we go. Come on. Continue. Continue. No, 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 no. Damn it. Apologies for my twitchy fingers.
Have you decided to tread the path of strife?
Stop, thank you. Okay. So there are only 2 cinematics for that arc. I'm gonna do my best to explain what's going on using the movies. Okay. Okay, and then the prologue. Since this is my first official stream as a VTuber, it's like, yeah, I might as well go ahead and go back and go through the events and explain what has been happening. Nope. Nope. Not yet. I want to make sure I've got everything. Bye. Nope. And... So, I've got 2 more to unlock. Nice. Okay. Then, from the special section, bye. Yes! I'm still streaming! Haha! There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the other unlocks I need to do done. Let's start by accessing the gallery. Let's start with the new battle cut-ins. Check to make sure I've got all of them. Okay, the new calling card. The new concept art. And then my new maxed out confidants. So Jiro and Sai. Yeah, as you can see, I don't have all of the confidants maxed, but I have a good chunk of them. So New Game Plus is going to be amazingly fast, and I won't have to do this again. Image illustration. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now that I'm absolutely certain my Twitter is working. Okay. Paste. Clipboard. Clipboard. Show me my clipboard. I'm live on, and I need to @ Twitch if I want Twitch to even remotely notice. Then I've got to playing hashtag Persona 5 Royal as a hashtag VTuber. For the first time. And then in parentheses, on the VTuber end. Okay. Hashtag VTuber end. Coming out. Tweet. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the recap. Oh, lordy, the recap. Where do I start? The prologue. Yes? Oh, sorry, my dog just wandered out of the room. How did she... Oh, good. Good girl. You knew I was coming to go get you. You knew you were snooping where you weren't supposed to. Closing the door. Yeah, she's not supposed to leave my room at night because she doesn't like sleeping alone. And she knows there are other people in the house, so she likes to explore and try to find them. But I live on a completely separate floor. Archive. Let's start with the prologue. We already did the openings. Yes? Like, we could go into, like, massive details on this. This, we're gonna get to redo at some point. So, at the start of the story, we get arrested in the middle of a heist. We get drugged up with sodium pentothal, and the interrogation begins. In the middle of the interrogation, we start having flashbacks.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for riding with us today. We will be arriving in Shibuya shortly. This is the last stop for this line. Please transfer here for all subway lines.
Who's a good girl?
The doors to your left will open.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
What? Are you for real? A mental shutdown? It's the truth! To a person, though? That's gotta be a joke. You really love all that occult stuff, don't you?
I get the feeling that's what's going on.
And tomorrow's task is so.
Alright. Once we get to the place that is basically the home of the protagonist, it is revealed that we were on probation for a crime we didn't commit. Someone very powerful with big connections really, 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 really wanted really wanted us to get arrested. So, when we fall asleep, the app that you just saw Joker delete is back on the phone. We delete it again. Fall asleep. This is what we wake up to.
Trickster, welcome to my velvet room.
That was the first day. He explains a whole bunch of random bullcrap about things are about to change and you are in an unjust game. Seems meta, but okay. Whatever, it's a dream. Then, we register with the school, and that night, once we're introduced to the gym teacher and our homeroom teacher and the principal, go home, hear something on the radio about there being a massive train derailment, go to sleep.
So you've come to, inmate. The you in reality is currently fast asleep. You are only experiencing this as a dream. You're in the presence of our master. Stand up straight!
Welcome. I am delighted to make your acquaintance. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter. I am Igor, the master of this place. Remember it well. I summoned you to speak of important matters. It involves your life as well.
And here is where my response was, okay, I got the order wrong. This is still the first night after that last cutscene, so hang on. Let me out.
Know your place, inmate! Who do you think you're talking to?
Still, this is a surprise. The state of this room reflects the state of your own heart. To think a prison would appear as such. You truly are a prisoner of fate. In the near future, there is no mistake that ruin awaits you.
Are you kidding me?
Worry not. There is a means to oppose such a fate. You must be rehabilitated. Rehabilitated toward freedom. That is your only means to avoid ruin. Do you have the resolve to challenge the distortion of the world?
I'd rather avoid ruin.
Allow me to observe the path of your rehabilitation. Pardon me for not introducing the others. To your right is Caroline. To your left, Justine. They serve as wardens here.
Ha! Try and struggle as hard as you like. The duty of wardens is to protect inmates. We are also your collaborators. That is, if you remain obedient.
I shall explain the roles of these two at another occasion. Now then, it seems the night is waning. It is almost time. Take your time to slowly come to understand this place. We will surely meet again, eventually.
Time's up. Now hurry go back to sleep.
Okay, so then back to what I was saying. Like, immediately after finding out there was a massive train derailment, we got this cutscene.
The inbound train will soon be arriving at platform number 1. Please wait behind the yellow location.
You thought this was a kid's game. Nope. That's blood coming out of his eyes and mouth.
We're experiencing technical difficulties in the lower line.
I don't have a visual yet.
That was direct footage from the accident. According to the police, the engineer's life was not in danger despite his injuries. After questioning, even he could not explain his high speed when approaching the station. No further comments were made. Police are still looking for a plausible motive.
It's less of an operating accident and more of a crime of the company and the government. Site inspectors apparently reported all of this 6 months ago. The deterioration of the tracks and the ATC. Seems a railway company and the Ministry of Transport both turned a blind eye to the truth. There's no way they can hide. This will go all the way to the top.
Now on to our main story. With this derailment accident, as well as other recent incidents of unknown motive, concern is spreading among the general public. Just what could be causing such a drastic change so suddenly in these people? SNN has
Everything's linked. That's what you're thinking, correct?
Furthermore, according to SNN sources,
Oh well. Are you free? You and I haven't gone for a drink in a while.
Thank you, sir. But I have another meeting to attend. I must be going.
I was ready to go for this meeting, and that's when this extremely fast train just came crashing in. Oh man, I thought I was gonna die.
A noisy subway platform filled with people was suddenly...
Did you ask for me? Is it a case?
Not quite. I want your opinion on something.
Sure. Your judgment is quite often correct, though. Can we discuss this over sushi, perhaps? You are making a student work late, after all.
Conveyor belt only.
Okay, so that is the prologue. So, the first day of school happens. And by happens, I mean it happens. So, what happens in this first day of school, on the way there, we meet some interesting characters.
I left early today, too. I seriously
Good morning. You want me to give you a ride to school? You're gonna be late.
Sure, thank you.
You need a lift too?
Damn it! Screw that movie teacher.
Sorry about the noise. I'm tearing off a snack for my little puppy because she's being good. Okay, here you go, good girl. Alright, so. Come to find out that the pervy teacher believes the school to be his own castle with that app running. The person who said, "Damn that pervy teacher," like right at the very end. His name is Sakamoto, Ryuji Sakamoto. The girl in the hoodie, her name is An Takamaki. We find out all that stuff later. I'm gonna go ahead and dial my mic back. It looks like I'm toasting out. There we go. A little bit better. Okay. So, as we realize we're gonna be late, we start running towards school. Only to find this. Well, not like running to school, but like you get the idea. Like,
We didn't come the wrong way, though. Yeah, this should be right. What's going on here? I guess we'll just have to go and ask.
okay. So, turns out there are guards in this castle. And said guards arrest us, put us in a cell, and the king shows up. Again, the pervy teacher, the PE teacher, the one that I mentioned earlier, and you saw in that like 2 cutscenes ago.
Where'd your energy from earlier go? A peasant like you isn't worth beating. I'll have you killed right now.
Stop it. Have you lost your mind?
What? Don't you dare tell me you don't know who I am. That look in your eyes irritates me. Hold him there. After the peasant, it's his turn to die.
No, I don't want to die!
This is truly an unjust game. Your chances of winning are almost none. But if my voice is reaching you, there may yet be a possibility open to you.
What's the matter? Are you simply going to watch? Are you forsaking him to save yourself? Death awaits him if you do nothing. Was your previous decision a mistake then?
I wish they had the hell it wasn't instead of just it wasn't, but it wasn't.
Very well. I have heeded your resolve. Vow to me. I am thou. Thou art I. Thou who art willing to perform all sacrilegious acts for thine own justice. Call upon my name and release thy rage. Show the strength of thy will to ascertain all on thine own, though thou be chained to hell itself.
Execute him!
That's enough.
What was that? You desire to be killed that much? Fine.
But as soon as the glasses come off, we awaken to a persona. So, we defeat the guards, we lock the king in his own cell, we're trying to escape, and we run across this weird cat-looking mascot thingy. "I'm not a cat," he says, and he promises to show us the way out. On our way out, we get confronted by more guards.
Oh shit! Oh shit, it's them!
You amateur! Stay still! Hey you! You can fight, right? Let's... Come!
Yes, yet another persona. If you aren't sensing a theme,
You got one of those things too?
famous thieves.
We will promptly shut them up!
So, our son was the thief that was the dramatic foil to Sherlock Holmes in a lot of early fan works. The name had to be changed because Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was still alive when the fan works were being written, and he didn't like fan fiction that much. But Arsène Lupin is the basis for a lot of anime characters who are borderline on thieves or detectives. Depends on who's writing the story. So, come to find out, we need to come back because we think that some of the other prisoners are other students. So we go back. While there, we do discover that we can't take pictures, and that the other prisoners weren't real people. They were mirror images of real people, though. A reflection of what Kamoshida believed other people to be. And Kamoshida starts laying into us, and we lose. It's revealed that Kamoshida attacked Ryuji and broke his leg.
You made me wait quite a while.
And then Ryuji.
You seek power, correct? Then let us form a pact. Since your name has been disgraced already, why not hoist the flag and wreak havoc? The other you who exists within desires it thus. I am thou, thou art I. There is no turning back. The skull of rebellion is your flag henceforth!
What can you do? Cower in fear and watch!
persona. This effing rocks! Now that I got this power, it's time for payback! Yo, I'm ready. Bring it!
Mock me, you brat!
Blast him away, Captain Kidd!
Anyway, we win. Knowing that the things we saw happening to the other students had to be real to some extent, we start investigating at the volleyball rally.
Nice toss!
Man, you still got it, coach.
Thanks. Let's go for one more.
Still sticks out. Hasn't changed a bit.
We find out that
Pretty boring.
later that
Right?
Ryuji and An used to be in the same middle school. And here we basically get confirmation that he's been physically abusing students and not thinking anything of it.
Sorry. Hey, are you alright? Someone, take him to the nurse's office.
But notice how long it took him and how he's not showing any real concern. He's just
He'll
angry.
pay soon enough.
Alright, let's resume the match.
The volleyball spikes directly to the face was one of the things we saw there. Later that day, there is a threat made to An that if she doesn't, well, sleep with him, he's going to force those things on her best friend. Which I'm glad that that cutscene is not something that can be purchased here, because it's brutal. Yeah, no. But this is before that, when she's explaining what's happening.
Thank you very much!
You've heard the rumors, haven't you? About Mr. Kamoshida. Everyone says we're getting it on. But that's so not true. That was him on the other line. I avoided giving him my number for the longest time. He told me to go to his place after this. You know what it means. If I turn him down, he said he'd take my friend off as a regular on the team. I've been telling myself this is all for Shiho's sake. I can't take it anymore. I've had enough of this. I hate him. But still, Shiho's my best friend. She's all I have left in that sorry excuse of a school. Tell me, what should I do? Sorry, I shouldn't have asked. It's not your problem.
Her best friend gets sexually assaulted by Kamoshida and attempts to commit suicide. An follows us into the palace, where she gets captured. She gets taken to a room basically full of the female students at the school, or the reflections of them in Kamoshida's mind, in a very not safe for work type environment. And we get to meet the cognitive version of An again for the second time, but she speaks this time. And it really ticks her off, point where this happens. And I mean, rightfully so.
My, it's taken far too long. Tell me, who is going to avenge her if you don't? Forgiving him was never the option. Such is the scream of the other you that dwells within. I am thou, thou art I. We can finally forge a contract.
I hear you, Carmen. You're right. No more holding back.
There you go. Nothing can be solved by restraining yourself. Understand? Then I'll gladly lend you my strength.
You know what? I'm not some cheap girl you can toy with, you scumbag.
Bitch!
You stole everything from Shiho. You destroyed her. Now it's your turn. I will rob you of everything!
How dare you! Enough of your insolence!
No, I've had enough of you. No one's gonna stop me now. Let's go, Carmen!
We explore the palace, find the location of the treasure, plan a route, and start fighting him. We then get to see the cognitive version of Shiho and the boy who you saw get the volleyball spike in the face. His name is Mishima. And it's implied that he was also sexually abused in addition to just physically abused because of everything else. Just... Kamoshida was a bad person. A really bad person. But we defeat him. And this happens.
Do you want to finish him off? It's your call.
No, please wait. I beg you. Just forgive me.
Shut up. I bet everyone told you the same. But you took everything from them!
I accept defeat. You want this? Take it. Go ahead and finish me off. You do that, and my real self will go down too. You have that right, since you've won.
On! If his mind shuts down, he can't admit his crimes.
You're kind, Lady An.
I've lost. You're through when you lose. What am I supposed to do now?
Atone for your sins.
All right. I will leave now and return to my real self. I'll make
Whoa. Hey, just so you know, we don't have time to waste. This place is about to collapse.
And collapse it does.
It's been a while, so I just tripped this.
Escaping to the real world, the crown transforms into a gold medal. which we then pawn off at the airsoft shop, where we've been getting some of our weapons. We then learn about a place called Mementos, which is basically a collective palace. But on our way to school one day,
Oh my god! That guy got off! Isn't this bad? Hey, at least act like you care.
Fine. Come on.
Huh?
Hey, are you sure it's him, or are you just that self-conscious?
I'm not that.
Is there something you want?
That's my line. You are the one stalking me.
Stalking you? That's outrageous.
I know you've been following me ever since the train.
That's because...
My goodness. I had wondered why you left the car, so this is where your passion led. All is well that ends well.
that old creep is Madarame. He is a famous artist. The boy who is following us is Yusuke, one of his pupils. We had a lead that a famous artist named Madarame had been abusing his students. After following several leads and finding out, yes, he does have a palace in the shape of an art gallery, we managed to expose one aspect of his scheme right before Yusuke's eyes that he didn't already know about. In addition to abusing his students, he had been copying his most famous work, which was the Sayuri. Over and over and over again, selling it. Counterfeits.
Have you finally come to your senses? How foolishly you averted your eyes from the truth. A deplorable imitation indeed. Best you part from that aspect of yourself.
Oh yeah, we accidentally drag him into the metaverse with us.
I am thou, thou art I. The world is filled with both beauty and vice. It is time you teach people which is which.
Very well. Come. Goemon! A breathtaking sight. Imitations they may be, but together they make a fine spectacle. Though the flowers of evil blossom, be it known, abominations are fated to perish!
Whoa, this is impressive.
Who do you think you are? The price for your insolence will be death. Where are my guards? Kill them all!
The children who adored you as father. The prospects of your pupils. How many did you trample upon? How many dreams did you exchange for riches? No matter what it takes, I will bring you to justice!
You got this?
I am ready!
We map out the palace again. We find the treasure. Turns out, the original version of the Sayuri was a painting by Yusuke's mom. D goes completely and utterly nuts. Yep, that happened. So, we defeat him. The painting gets hung up in the cafe where we're living, because no one's gonna ever believe it's the real Sayuri, even though it is. From there, we get sort of followed by a fellow student of ours. Her name is Makoto. She's the student council president. She's also the sister of the person who is interrogating us back in the future, because remember, this is all one long flashback up to this point. And she follows us into the metaverse because she winds up getting roped into us effectively getting framed for crimes we didn't commit again. And when she realizes that even if we met the demands of the asshole who was blackmailing us, we were never going to be set free. And he threatens her and her sister with prostitution, forced of course, and she, pissed off, does this.
Have you decided to tread the path of strife?
Yes. Come to me!
Very well. Let us proceed with our contract at once. I am thou. Thou art I. You have finally found your own justice. Please, never lose sight of it again. This memorable day marks your graduation from your false self.
What the hell?
A persona?
No, dude. It's a bike.
I can feel it. Myself. Me! Got it! Wow! Nice! What is that? I've never seen anything like it.
You better earn your keep, or else I'll kill you!
I will not lose heart again. Ever. I'll go full speed, non-stop. Right, Johanna?
Okay. It is at this point I'm going to back out of this menu. Okay, so those are trailers. This is what I was after. No? Oh, there it is. It's at this point we start unlocking little special things, yes? That we can do because of something that happened in Mementos. This is a difference between the original Persona 5, which I have played and beaten, and this game. This function is called Showtime, and it involves mini cutscenes that do massive amounts of damage.
A gift as beautiful as you. Gorgeous! I won't let it go to waste. Here we go. This one's free. Now that's style.
Alright. That is for Morgana and Dawn. We also unlock Mad Moxie.
Make way for the Fist of the Phantom. Oh,
Get
ow,
serious.
Sorry. Got him! All yours!
Time to go full power! Yeah!
Here. Thanks.
on, I'm starving. Allow me.
Oh,
Some
yeah!
sauce, a touch of red. Bon appetit.
Oh, man, just what I want. Get out of my face! Chew on this! Exchange, right? Holy crap, this is good!
Come, we must bring grace to this battle.
The sharper the thorn!
Beauty is deadly. Enthralled.
Enchanted?
The thing that unlocked this is another new function. We met a kid by the name of Jose. It's spelled Jose, but it's Jose. There's actually a reason. It's a reference to a very specific theory about Philemon. For those who don't know who Philemon is, in Jungian psychology, he is the source of all personas. He is literally the embodiment of all of the goodness that we use when we create masks to present ourselves to others. Also all of the bad. But technically, he's split in two. Something Persona 2 related. I'm not going to go into it. Way too many spoilers past that point. We later find out that we are under threat from a hacker group known as Medjet. A hacker known as Alibaba contacts us, and as it turns out, it's our caretaker's adopted daughter, Futaba. But before that, right before the threat is released, we go to a fireworks festival, but it suddenly gets cancelled due to rain. Like right in the middle of it. Inglorious fan service.
Yeah? Come on!
Looks like you need help.
Then why don't you go buy me a towel already, huh?
Alright, so we do that, yeah? We start getting information on how to access Futaba's palace after we figure out it's her. But we trigger it too soon. So Morgana transforms into a van. Yes, enough people saw My Neighbor Totoro for the cat mascot to turn into a van, don't ask. Anywho.
It's stuffy. Yes, I know. But it still beats opening the windows to the hot desert air. Hey, On, can I have a drink? Didn't you have mineral water?
I drank it already.
How are the guys? Take this! Morons.
it?
There we go.
And yes, her palace is one gigantic pyramid. In fact, it's the Great Pyramid. And the only pyramid for miles. We come to find out while we're there that she believes that her mother hated her. So much so that, well, this is what her reflection of her mother is in her own mind.
Is it a shadow? No. Then
It's not Futaba.
Don't tell me.
this is insane.
If it's not a shadow, then what is it?
It's a cognition! A monster that Futaba's cognition created! How can that be?
Hey, look out! Here it comes!
Okay, so Futaba, unbeknownst to us, managed to get a hold of the Metaverse app when we went in, right in front of her, basically. So she follows us in. Her being inside her own palace is weird. Her shadow talks to her, helps her remember what her mother was really like, and realize that the secret agents, because that's what they were, who fed her that line about her mother hating her when she died, were full of it. It's at that point that her shadow turns into her persona.
What is that?
Huh? Whoa!
Contract. I am thou. Thou art I. The forbidden wisdom has been revealed. No mysteries. No illusions shall deceive you any longer.
Futaba! I'm okay! Look at that! Please, help me! That's gotta go!
As soon as the monster's defeated, she leaves her palace. Turns out, she was the treasure after all. And so, the palace started collapsing without us even noticing it while we were fighting. So, yeah. Last minute escape.
It's catching up to us! Running here's a bitch!
Anna, turn into a car already!
I know!
Don't think too much about that. So they decide to all go to the beach at the start of summer break, right before the school trip. And they take steps to help Futaba get used to being around other people again.
Oh, man, it's packed.
Sorry for the wait.
more gratuitous fan service that is completely unnecessary. Except for Joker and Ryuji. Because I'm sure that the few gay teens in Japan
Got a better opinion of me now?
who noticed
What? Cat got your tongue?
that almost all of the main cast are Bishonen, like, the gay teens are definitely going to have crushes on the Yusuke and Ryuji and Joker.
What? This is perfect! There's nothing perfect about that. Stay still for a second. You'll be just fine.
The school trip is a couple weeks after that, and they all go to Hawaii.
May I have some iced coffee?
Coming right up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've begun our initial descent into Hawaii. We ask that you please return to your seats and ensure that your seatbelts are safely... Whoa!
So, how long will you be staying?
Yeah, I'm so excited! I have no idea, though!
Hawaii! I love it. The tropical air.
Hi, aloha. You can find your buses that way.
Damn, you speak Japanese? Whoa, I see it! The diamond thing! Oh man! The ocean is so blue!
But while we're on the school trip, the principal decides to turn himself in. Because he'd been committing some crimes. Yeah, but on his way to the police station, remember, this is not a kid's game. It never was. So yeah, that happened. When we get back, something unusual happens. A few days after everyone's back, one of our confidants, Kasumi, she is standing outside a building And she's alone, thinking to herself, when all of a sudden, like, yep, there she is.
Beginning navigation.
Hey, is that...
A palace materializes out of nowhere. That is also something new that didn't happen in the original game. We enter the palace and find Kasumi being attacked by shadows, yes? But then, when she finally realizes she can't take it anymore,
It's all in your best interest. Filling my life with this pressure. Demanding the results that you want.
Yoshizawa? Could she be?
And now you're all branding me a failure? Let me remind you who you're talking to. I am Kasumi Yoshizawa!
So adamant. Rather than accept a life in cinders, you'd strive towards splendor. You know the risks. Well, if those really are the shoes you've chosen, then we'll dance to the end.
This has got to be...
and yes, her transformation is full-on Sailor Moon Magical Girl transformation sequence.
Look at that!
I am thou, thou art I. Accept this contract, the spell cast upon you.
I request we have a rematch. This time, I'm going all in with Cendrillon!
Which is the Japanese name for Cinderella, of course. Now, that all said and done, Morgana leaves the party, furious with everything that we had to put up with, and furious that we were going after bigger and bigger targets without thinking of the risks. Morgana finds the daughter of the person whose palace... Yeah. Complete coincidence. Like, someone's picking on poor little kitty Morgana, and Haru steps in and helps him. She awakens to a persona, partially. And when the shadow of her father reveals his true nature and intentions, the awakening completes.
Now, why don't you come to my place?
Let's have fun. I'll play with you until I get bored.
And yes, that's her dad's cognition of the person
So vulgar.
he forced her to get engaged to.
Haru's persona won't stand a chance against that. Don't worry. She hadn't awakened to her real power. That's all.
How dare you?
set. You should know.
Yes, that gaze! I can finally display my true strength! I am thou, thou art I! Let us adorn your departure into freedom with a beautiful trail!
Jeez!
Farewell, dear father. I am no longer your subservient puppet!
Then so be it. You're worthless. Deal with them how you wish.
You poor thing. I'll toy with you until you break.
I don't expect you to come to reason at all.
Uh-huh. We should have just told you this from the start, asshat!
We are the Phantom Thieves, here to take your bride!
We reach the center of the palace, get to the treasure. He takes the treasure, starts to escape.
Don't take me for such a fool. Everything's gains and losses for you, isn't it? I pity you, Mr. CEO. You lived with Haru for 17 years and you still haven't realized? In this world, there are tons of things that money and fame can't buy. What point would there be in only saving myself? Nobody could replace these guys, period. You know what that means? Your offer was a no-go from the start!
What?
Whoa, it hit! Way to go, me! Wowza! You're so cool, Mona!
Stole the show, man!
Father.
So much for the negotiation. You rebels. There is time before launch. I will crush you all!
Very well, then.
Bring it!
You little! You won't get out alive!
Alright. We defeat him, take his treasure, and leave. But a mysterious man, cloaked in black, shoots him on our way out. We had heard rumor of such an individual in previous palaces, but right as he is giving his public confession, like all of them have up to this point, yet another reminder, this is not a kid's game, folks.
Okumura-san?
He is dead. We go to the festival, and we go to the school festival, and Akechi, the young detective, talking to Lady Nijima, with the lady with the long silver hair, who has been interrogating us this entire time because, again, this has all been a flashback. Yeah. Reveals that he knows about personas and all this extended metaverse stuff, and seems relatively forthcoming. Relatively. But after the festival,
Who's that? Huh?
Right. Now, before we continue, we've unlocked a few show times since the last time we went through them, so let's go ahead and show Drive Hard.
We bid you adieu. Let's do this, Noir. Enjoy. Go out with the bang. Mona-chan, hang on.
And the PTE Twackdown.
Pardon me. Bring it. Showtime. This is gonna go brutal. Noir, leave it to me. Ready, set. Double death blow. How is that?
We still have 2 more to unlock. But I digress. So, turns out, silver-haired police detective / prosecutor is possessing of a palace and is borderline on arresting us all right on the spot. So, we decide to go into her palace and do something about it.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
That's it, huh? What's going on here? We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go. Right.
Yep, the courthouse palace is a casino because she believes it's a game that can be rigged to win. Yes. So, we go in and we take a gamble. We find our way to her.
Now, why don't we begin?
What?
And the battlefield
This?
becomes a giant freaking roulette board.
A clash of brute strength is simply uncalled for on this stage.
What is she intending?
No more coins or playing games! We ain't following your damn rules!
Oh, you will. There is no room for negotiation. You will know soon enough.
What was that?
Now come at me.
You'll save her, right?
All right, everyone. Be on alert.
Little side note. Akechi's persona is Robin Hood. It didn't show that in these cutscenes because it wasn't in a cutscene where we found out because he was already awakened. But as it, oh wait, no, we didn't do that. Sorry, bit spoilery for what I'm about to talk about. The prologue cutscenes. We take her treasure, which then triggers a replay of the prologue. Not all of the prologue, just the parts we skipped at the start of this quick recap. About our daring escape and our arrest and all of that.
Move it immediately.
Stop right
You
there!
won't get away.
Take him down, Joker!
Later, during the escape.
I'll end this right now.
Joker, it's her! She's the weird reading I've been getting!
My weak self relied on you so much. That ends today. Let's do this, Senpai!
And then, as we great escape, we get arrested.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor's completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there! There's nowhere to run!
See ya.
Huh, what a show-off. You're so reckless, you know that? Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be!
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him! Let's go! Go, go, go! Get over there! Stop struggling!
Suspect secured.
Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff it.
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up. No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up! cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
Of course not.
So you're not that dumb. Which is good. 'Cause we get to take as much time as we need. Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh? You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name. I see. I need your hand to sign this, but I don't care if you end up losing a leg. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Which leads us back to the beginning, where we start getting interrogated by Sainichima, with occasional flash forwards to the interrogation every time we make a new confidant or max out their skill tree. And also occasional narration asking questions about what happened, which then prompt the memories to come back. Let's go ahead and explain something real quick. Something was said very early on by Akechi. Something Morgana said, which indicates that he had already been to the metaverse before we even really knew him, which kind of exposed him as the
Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
Now here, one of two things happen. This is the first. And this always happens in some form or another. Now, depending on what choices you make during the interrogation, yes, that's right, during the interrogation, that could possibly be the end. If you choose not to betray any of the people who collaborated with you, and hint that it was the traitor who turned you in, and that the traitor was not a teammate, namely Akechi, this is not the end. Rather,
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
Anchon,
man who's...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise to think that the one behind all this is just a minor. But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others? The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually. Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here. Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one phantom thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That phantom thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me. We got him.
You see, if you answered the questions correctly, you were planning the entire time to prevent your own demise. You just didn't remember it because the sodium pentothal, one of the weird things about it, it's a truth serum, but the thing is, one of its worst side effects is temporary memory loss. Go figure. But yeah, where we left off, the person organizing all of this mess and giving Akechi his orders, and also the person who was responsible for Joker's initial arrest in the first place, the damn brat, I'll sue guy from way back when we started rewatching cutscenes. Yeah, turns out he has a palace, and he believes that the Diet Building, their version of Congress, is a boat, and that the rest of Japan is already underwater, and that he is the captain of the cruise line, taking the rich and powerful away from all the poor riffraff drowning below. Which, an apt metaphor, but the fact that basically he's a Japanese Trump. Hi. So, yeah, that's the thing.
Hello?
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 Hey, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're quiet though.
Oh, hang on, babe. Hi.
Yeah. Hey.
Hang on. How did you call me on Discord and it pick up, or wait? How am I hearing you?
You're on Discord.
I am on Discord.
Like in a voice chat.
Oh shoot! I didn't even realize I left it open. Ah. Give me a sec. I'm gonna move stream lives and like.
You are so cute.
Oh, you do realize I'm streaming right now, right?
I know. I figured that you were.
Right, to the
just
one,
thought I.
To the one individual watching, hi. This is my boyfriend Nebula.
It's okay, babe. I forget that I'm on Discord too.
It's okay. I was using this to try to test something, and then I forgot I was using it to test something. It's like, So I did a quick recap to the part of Persona 5 Royal I'm currently on. So yeah. So how was your day?
Oh, my day was very long and arduous and boring. I had a lot of. It was just I was trying to wrestle with like a splitting headache as well, so like there was that.
Oh God, I know how that feels. But yeah, like so I'm about to play Tycoon a bit. Have you done any of the bonus stuff that you can do inside the My Palace once you unlock it yet?
No, I haven't really touched it. I went into it because I was curious, but like I haven't like touched it.
Okay.
I haven't touched it since.
Okay, so there's like this mini game where you get to play cards against cognitive versions of the Phantom Thieves.
Excuse me?
Yeah, My Palace is actually a palace where you've got cognitive versions of your teammates.
Oh, are they like weird evil versions of them?
No. They're pretty accurate reflections, not distorted that much. But you get to play cards against them, and it's part of how you earn extra currency to buy unlockables inside the My Palace.
Oh, so I'm not that far in the game though, babe. But
no. Like it's something you actually unlock after Kamoshida's palace.
Yeah. No, I was asking a different question though.
Oh, okay.
Something unrelated. So I know I'm not that far in the game though, babe. But so far, who is your favorite? Like
who's my favorite party member?
Who's your favorite party member? Well, I guess also like dateable like character because you can only date girls in P5, which is very homophobic to me. But you know.
Yeah, I mean they tried to fix the one majorly homophobic thing in the original Persona 5, but they didn't really fix it. They made it a bit more. Ooh, we're just gonna make you fabulous and famous on Drag Race. It's like really, we're going there. But okay. dateable characters. I don't know, something about Takemi. It's like, if there was a goth boy on here that was dateable, I'd date a goth boy. And Takemi has just the right attitude about almost everything.
Ooh, so you're into goths is what I'm hearing.
Non-dateable characters, I mean, it is an even tie between Ryuji and Yusuke. Like, just flat dead even tie.
I love Yusuke so much. Oh my god.
I know.
I wish he was a dateable option. I wish Ryuji was a dateable option.
Yeah, it's like, if I were in high school, I would want to date the both of them. But I would probably only be able to date the one, but like, you know me, I can barely handle one relationship at a time. I love you.
Yeah.
But it's like, I would probably try to date Yusuke first. Like, honestly, like, Ryuji would be I really like Ryuji, but I don't see a long-term future. Like, he's a bit too himbo, I think is the word. I mean, that is pretty accurate for Ryuji, yeah? Himbo is the right word for Ryuji, yeah?
Himbo? He is a himbo. I love him.
Yeah.
So I really like so far On is my favorite, like, in terms of like dateable characters, just because I feel very uncomfortable about the fact that you have the option to date grown women, but you don't have the option to date like other like students your age that are male.
The thing about P5R, max out Akechi's confidant rank as far as you possibly can, which is, I believe, rank 8 is the most you can max it out to before things start getting weird.
Right.
But I can't tell you what that is, because you didn't play the original P5, did you?
No, I haven't.
Okay, yeah, I can't tell you much more than that.
Yeah, it's just been like, it was just always like so weird to me. My favorite non-dateable character is EY, actually.
I mean, like, if I were not Joker, but if I were, like, me, like, IRL, like, I would probably have at least dated EY once by now.
So I'm writing a fanfic where I make, like, possibly making a Persona 5 version of Luna. Like,
okay.
Luna, he's like an adult and he lives in like the Persona 5, like, and he lives in like Japan. And so he gets a job at Untouchable. And hijinks ensues, and he's trying to like and he's super thirsty for EY. To the point where EY is like you know I'm your boss, right? And then Luna's like, yeah, that makes you hotter.
Okay, so back to like stuff that you haven't done.
Oh, okay.
So inside my palace, there's this game called Tycoon. You can go to the card table and play it. It gives you the ability to unlock more unlockables. I am trying to find the rules button. There it is. So, 4 of a kind. The card strength is inverted until the end of the turn. And it originally starts with ace high, 2 low. But then if you have another 4 of a kind immediately after that, it flips right back. The Joker is a wild card, beats any other number. A 3 of spades is the only card that can beat a Joker. When an 8 is played, the turn completely ends. And if a player reaches Tycoon but then loses it in the following round, they are demoted to the lowest rank of player at the end of the round and are instantly, like, kicked out of the round until the next hand starts, effectively. So it's a strategy game in a way. Like, if you've ever played poker, this makes poker look simple.
My turn again.
And it's... Eesh. Let's see. Pair of sevens.
This card works.
Okay.
This do anything for you?
And I'm saving the jokers. I'm gonna pass.
Nothing here.
I got nothing.
Guess we'll start here.
And a 9.
This one.
Oh, me?
Let's go.
Did I just win this?
Have you heard about the Hatsune Miku animated series they're doing?
Yeah, I did. Krypton Future Media, what are you thinking? We all spend years telling people that Vocaloid isn't an anime, and now it is.
Well, I don't even think it's going to be an anime. But, like, I don't think it's going to be an anime because it looks like it's not a Japanese studio that's handling it. I think it's just, I think this might be, like, from what I, like, the only way I will accept this animated series is, the only way I will accept this animated series is if it is something done in the same vein as, like, Project Sekai, where the focus isn't where Miku herself isn't necessarily the focus. The focus is more on, like, the people that interact with her from, like, the real world rather than, like, Miku. Like, obviously she's there and she's, like, a presence there, but, like, I don't want, like, Miku to be, like, the main character of her, like, own story or whatever, because I feel like that would be, like, not necessarily...
Yeah, it'd be a total betrayal of the concept of vocal sense. Now, what they could do is it could be a story about a producer telling stories.
Right, like it's an anthology thing?
Yeah.
I would love that. I would love, like, they take, like, anthologies from, like, it's an anthology series, and it's from, like, different, you know, the writer for it listens to, like, one Vocaloid song and then writes a story with, like, I guess if you wanted to use a Hatsune Miku character and writes a story with her and based off of that song, like, I would totally, like, okay, I'll be real, I would kill for like an animated series adaptation of Bad at Night.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
Or like Coco, or like a two episode arc about Kokoro, or fuck Daughter of Evil, the fucking,
the Avelios
like,
Chronicles, yeah.
The Avelios Chronicles, like Daughter of Evil and Servant of Evil, and hell, maybe even, like, the Seven Deadly Sins series, like, just like the rest of the songs.
I'll pass for now. Well, there it goes. Here, a pair.
Yeah, like, or giving Kaguro Project a proper adaptation from the manga, not from just the songs. Like, with both separate active timelines.
A complete loss.
You still there?
Yes, I'm still here. I'm reading the article right now. We believe we have found a unique way to create an original animated series that stays true to the essence of Miku, who is a perfect vessel for fan creativity and unlimited opportunities for artistic expression. It will be a major moment for Miku and her fans around the world. Apparently, it's going to be animated by, it's a collab project between Krypton Future Media, Graphic India, and Carlin West Agency, which I have never heard of Graphic India or Carlin West Agency. Searching up their name. Graphic India. Oh. 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 I don't like this.
You don't like, does it say the premise of it, or?
No, I'm currently, like, looking through Graphic India's YouTube. Well, okay. I'm currently looking at Graphic India's YouTube channel. I'm seeing a variation of different art styles, which, you know, at the very least, It's not like one consistent art style throughout. I just don't think Miku would work any of these. Okay, and then what was the other one? Carlin West Agency. Okay. Carlin West Agency. Nothing. All right. Wonderful.
So what's it looking like?
I mean, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting.
Okay. So it's interesting, but is it good?
It's going to be interesting. So because I'm glad that we might get a more anime like style for it, which I guess I'm fine with. I just don't really. I at the very least hope the art is good, or at the very least they come up with like inventive ways to do things, or hell maybe if they even do like, well no, because like. See, I want it to be something like Project Sekai, or hell, maybe even like just an anime adaptation of Project Sekai. But one, Sega isn't listed as being a part of any of this, so which means it's not going to be like something like Project Sekai, or so I hope it's something like it, because I really don't want there to be like a canon story where they give Miku a personality and shit like that, because that's going to be like. Because in my opinion, giving Miku a personality is like giving Miku like a canon personality and a product that's officially endorsed by Krypton Future Media is going to send like the wrong message to people who like don't know like what she is.
Yeah, like unless it's somehow she is the avatar of a producer and it's the producer using her, like unless it's that. It's like something's just gonna be off,
Unless if it's like they just give her like unless if it's like I don't know, fucking Project Diva X. Remember the story mode in Project Diva X?
Yeah,
when
it was like really weird.
Miku had like Miku and the other Vocaloids had like no personality like at all.
Yeah. But they said it was gonna be a mixture of both live action and real world, yeah? Like
live action. I'm interested to see what they do for the live action portion.
Like I'm willing to bet there's gonna be like something to do with a music producer in there. Like probably gonna try to encourage like a new generation of music producers to buy Miku. Because I mean, like as soon as Vocaloid started losing popularity, like what are the sales figures on NT? I mean, I know I pre-ordered it. It's like
NT is currently. I mean, NT's doing fine.
Okay.
They're like Krypton. Yeah, no, NT is doing just fine. The problem with NT is that there's not a lot of usages of NT because like people are having a hard time finding it because no one tags specifically Hatsune Miku NT and Hatsune Miku Vocaloid. People will only tag people just tag a song with Hatsune Miku regardless of what version it is as Hatsune Miku.
Fair.
So I think NT's doing just fine. I think though. Even though like we don't really have a whole lot of sales figures on Miku NT, I think when pre-orders came out, she was their most ordered product on Sonic Wire. So I guess if that's anything to say.
Okay. So I'm gonna go
ahead
and check. Yeah, no, I'm still here.
Okay.
I'm just checking my 16 hours left on the Cyberpunk 2077 update file. Yes, I got.
Ooh. Oh, you're playing Cyberpunk? I'm so excited for you.
I'm going to be playing it. Emphasis on the word going to be. I have to re-download all 2 terabytes plus because I had more than 2 terabytes worth of games that got deleted. Do you remember the whole thing with my dad power cycling the house because he didn't want me talking about the impeachment trial with people in the...
Yes, I am aware.
My PS4 was on and downloading a game at the time. I had the default install location being my portable hard drive. The portable hard drive fried. I had to buy a new one today because I couldn't get the PS4 to auto repair it. Yeah. Yeah, that happened. Still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I was listening.
Yeah. I got a 4 terabyte this time instead of 2, so I'm going to install all of my games, and I'm going to make sure I turn my PS4 completely off whenever they're home and awake.
So what are you gonna do? So babe, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm really interested to hear. So what's your version of V gonna look like?
I honestly don't know. I don't know anything about the character creator. Like, I literally am going into, like, Cyberpunk 2077 is the first game I'm going in completely plot and mechanics blind, except for the talking gun. I know there is a talking gun. That is all I know.
I love, I made my version of V look really hot. I sort of so this was before, like, we got together, but I realized that I kind of made V look like you.
Wait, what?
Like, accidentally, I made V, like, look like you if you were, like, in, like, the cyberpunk, like, world and everything like that. I'll have to go back because I'll have to go back and check because
like if so, that'd be weird, but also kind of aw. That'd be weird, but also kind of aw.
Again, I could be wrong.
But like maybe not.
I could be wrong because I'll have to look at a picture of both of you from back. But so my thing is that I make my characters in whenever a game gives me a created character. I'm basically I do it from like the perspective of, okay, if I were to write a self-insert fanfic about this, would I want to date this person?
Ooh. Okay. Like, okay, so what I've currently got on my download docket, that update, I'm reinstalling Dragon Age Inquisition, all of it. I'm hoping my save files didn't get corrupted.
Final Fantasy. I heard a doggo.
Yeah, you heard a doggo. You heard a little coo. I've also got Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy X/10-2, because Final Fantasy IX was a PS2 exclusive MMO that has been discontinued. Final Fantasy XI I don't play. Final Fantasy XII I'm downloading. I have 15 the disc that I'm going to have to insert at some point. Saints Row 4 re-elected and got out of hell. And that's what I've got currently queued up. I've also got Darkest Dungeon installing. I managed to get the Nonary games reinstalled, and my save file looks like it's fine on that. Do you want to know what else I've got on here that I haven't played or have played a little bit but never finished? 2064 read-only memories, 99 Vitas, the Final Fantasy 15 beat-em-up game, because there was one of those tie-ins. I've never played Apex Legends, but I've got it.
I haven't touched Apex Legends either. It's fine.
Amplitude, Amazon Prime Video. I started Assassin's Creed 2 from the Ezio collection, but never finished it. But I also have Freedom's Cry 4, Odyssey, Origins, and Syndicate, as well as Unity, and I haven't played any of them. I have to re-download those. Batman Telltale, Episode 1. I don't own the full game. Batman Arkham Knight. BioShock Infinite the Complete. BioShock the Collection, which is BioShock 1 and BioShock 2. I've actually beaten Borderlands 2 before, but I was doing a replay of the pre-sequel since I never finished it, and then I was going to play Borderlands 2 again. I don't want to ever play Call of Duty Modern Warfare or World War II. Like, Call of Duty titles and me don't mix. I don't know why. Like, I'm really bad at shooters, but but I'm even worse with Call of Duty ones. It's weird. I'm not touching Conan Exiles, but I own Darksiders 1, 2, and 3. I've already beaten Detroit Become Human.
I started that.
Yeah. What was up with Sony? What were they thinking?
It's hilarious. I love it. It's so funny.
Like some of the choices don't correlate. It's like Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2 levels of this choice does not correlate with this action.
I love how funny it is. I just love how God, okay, so I played through like I think it was like the first chapter. Like outside of like the demo chapter.
Yeah.
I played through it and I got to like I think it was the what made me laugh was the part was like at the end of the first chapter when it was like when it was like fucking the black android, specifically like you had to play as the black android, and he's standing in the back of the bus. And it's like, wow, referencing segregation and Auschwitz. I love it.
I stand corrected. Final Fantasy IX was re-released as a proper game, and apparently I own that too. Never mind.
Oh my god, it was so. I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was just how forced the symbolism in Detroit Become Human is. I thought it was hilarious, but I guess other people thought it was like emotionally gripping or whatever.
It isn't. The thing is, it isn't an emancipation allegory. It isn't.
It's not. It's such.
Like
it's so bad at it.
No. I think, like, I see where the connection is there, but that's not what the story is from what I saw. Like, I know that's probably what some of the writers were trying to go for, but the thing is, that's not what it wound up being. What it wound up being was a story about humanity being pieces of shit.
It's supposed to be. See, my thing is that like, it was trying to make us feel like it's like. My problem with Detroit Become Human is that so far there's nothing that like connects the message to our like real life, right?
Right.
Because it's not real. Because with a lot of games, there's always with games that like have something to say like on a deeper level. There's always something. They always do something to like try and like connect it to our like real to our to the real world, right? Detroit doesn't really do that. It just sort of like says what is wrong, and then it says what is wrong in its universe, but doesn't like figure out a way to like put it in a way where we can understand the
gravity
because we can understand it in the real world and how like it has something to say, but it never says it, and it doesn't. And when it does, it has something to say, but it doesn't say it well. And whenever Detroit Become Human does say what it wants to say, it says it in the most vague and like confusing way possible.
It's a messaging problem. It's all about tone.
It's just the fact. It's just the fact that like, oh, you can. I think it's because the fact that like you can also just choose to be an absolute dick to humans, and it's like. Okay, but like we're supposed to feel bad for these people.
Yeah. It's got the same tonal messaging problem as another game that I haven't finished that I own, but I got really close to finishing. Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. Ugh.
The message of that game, like I don't know.
Okay, the message is conspiracy bad. People who believe themselves to be able to be God good. It's a bad game. Like, the story is terrible. For a roguelike, it's bad. And it goes full conspiracy blah. Like, it's conspiracy blah. It's not even a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy blah. It's like, But yeah, other games that I haven't finished. Digimon World Next Order. Because my Digimon keep dying. Fallen Legion, Flames of the Rebellion. Friday the 13th the game, not touching. Goat Simulator, also not touching. The God of War post-sequel, or rebranding game, I think. Like the newest one. Then God of War 3. Um, Guilty Gear Revelator I'm not touching. Heavy Rain I'm not ever going to try to play again.
Oh, you should. Oh no, you should play Guilty Gear. I love Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear Xrd, the Revelator.
Guilty Gear X Revelator. I have Guilty Gear Revelator Zerd. That's
Zerd,
really fun.
Zerd, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, Zerd. Zerd is. I love Zerd so much. Like actually, I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo White Fang main. And it's like when you look at Leo's character, you can tell why I like him.
Okay. I will be sure to change my mind on that one. Like now, like I'll add that back to the list. But Heavy Rain I'm not touching. Gwent, the Witcher card game. I had a better time playing it on Android, but the phone that was able to run it is dead. Gunhouse, no. The Hitman remaster, maybe.
Oh, which one? The first one?
It says Hitman trademark. So, hang on.
Oh, the Hitman trilogy. Oh, is it? Oh, is it like the original?
No, it says trademark. So hang on. Let me look.
Oh, it's probably the reboots.
Hang on. I'm gonna look at try to find the info about the game. Oh, it's like rate. Has
so babe. Oh.
Yeah, hang on. I'm looking at what I've got in the way of, because it's not letting me see the number or any subtitles. It just says Hitman trademark.
Yeah, I think it's just I think it's probably the 2016 reboot, because the 2016 reboot is just called Hitman.
Okay, that's probably it, because I've got episode 4, 5, sorry, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which look like they might just be like levels as DLC.
Yeah,
and then
you have to. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the fact that like you have to like you can like just buy all like the rest of the game is DLC. I don't like that, but
yeah.
Granted, all of the levels are big and they give you so much to do, and there's so many different ways to kill your opponent, your targets.
So someone basically begged me to play Hollow Knight, and I didn't have it, but now I have it, but now I don't talk to that person anymore. It's like so that's weird. I started to play Horizon Zero Dawn. I never picked it back up, but I've got that as well. I've got Iconoclasts, Devil May Cry 5, DMC, the Devil May Cry attempted reboot. Didn't work out so well. Injustice Gods Among Us, like the first game, the Ultimate Edition. I never finished the story mode on that one.
Like the story mode for Injustice.
Yeah. Infamous Second Son, Just Cause 4. I somehow still have Kung Fu Panda Shadow of the Legendary something. Middle Earth Shadow of War I also have. I have Mass Effect Andromeda, Murdered Soul Suspect, Neo, N-I-O-H. Is that how that's pronounced?
Neo. Yes. Neo. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not playing Outlast 2 again. Like, I can do jump scares, but I just can't.
So speaking of Neo, I have Neo 2.
What's it like?
That game is so hard.
Neo 1 is so hard. What are you talking about? I still haven't gotten past the escape from prison map.
Have not I haven't gotten past the first area in Neo 2. Like it's so fucking hard all the damn time.
Right.
I legit thought I was
You still there? Hello?
Hello?
Okay, your mic just flickered for a sec. Okay, you're good.
Yeah. So I legit thought I didn't think that this game was going to be that fucking hard. I think I'm just gonna like start over from the beginning because I like the character customization in that, but I'm also like, oh wow, it's a
Yeah. Like
it's a hard game. Also, okay, so babe, real quick.
yeah.
So back on the topic of Guilty Gear, I
Uh-huh.
mentioned that my favorite character to play as is Leo Whitefang.
Yeah.
Um, it's totally not because he's a king and he's a king and he's arrogant and I have a degradation kink or anything like that. Totally not.
I mean, yeah, we're talking on a while I'm still Twitch streaming, so it's like, yeah, like no. Yeah, you just realized you said that.
Babe, I'm so sorry if you get banned off of Twitch.
I'm not. Like that was worth hearing. I love
Aw.
you. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, so like other games I got Psycho Pass Mandatory Happiness, which is the sort of side story for season 1 as a visual novel, because manga adaptation that didn't get put into the anime. Um, I have the re-releases of Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy and Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast, which are like really, really old PC Star Wars games. Star Wars Battlefront, Tales of Berseria, Tales of Zestiria, neither which I've finished, but I've had the ending spoiled. The Last of Us Remastered, The Technomancer, Thief, Uncharted the Nathaniel Drake Collection and Uncharted 4, Vampire, What Remains of Edith Finch, the remaster of Yes Origin, and Yakuza Kiwami, I think is
Kiwami, yeah.
yeah. But that's just what I have on download only. I've also got the disc versions of Kingdom Hearts, the story so far, which is 1.5 and 2.5 and 3. Then I've got a hard copy of Persona 5 Royal, a hard copy of the original Persona 5. I've got, I think I already mentioned Final Fantasy 15. I've got Zero Time Dilemma, which is the third game in the non-regame series. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. 2 copies of Diablo 3 for some reason. Deadpool. I somehow got UFC 3 and Madden NFL 2015. I don't know how. The Shonen Jump Stars Victory VS Plus. One Piece Burning Blood. Dot Hack GU. And I can't. I've got Tales of Vesperia up there somewhere. And then there are 2 more that I can't see from because they're turned away from the shelf. But yeah, like... Oh, and I somehow have The Sims. I didn't remember I had The Sims. You were going to say something, babe?
Oh, no, I completely forgot what I was going to say.
Okay, alright. But yeah, that's the quick run-through of all of the games I have to re-download. Alright, folks, I'm going to go ahead and stop streaming. I really wanted to continue with the story on P5R, but I realized if I'm streaming, the downloads aren't going to happen as fast. And I really, really, really want my first game that I play all the way through from start to finish as a VTuber, even if my avatar does change partway through, to be Cyberpunk 2077, and it's not going to be ready for another 15 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and talk with Nebula. You want to go ahead and say goodnight, Nebula?
Oh, good night.
All right, night, folks. Thank you for joining me for the quick recap on all the way up to where I currently am at. And who knows? Nebula might pop back in sometime. I'm streaming again someday. Who knows? Maybe not. Night, folks. Ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between. Everyone exempt or floating violently between the extremes. Be safe, be well, wear a goddamn mask. We're still in the middle of a pandemic.